Hey, my friends. Hey, that's my birdhouse. My dad made that. Anyways, peace and cheers, love and harmony. Here you got your hurtin' hippie on another coffee break. This time we're going for a walk again. So an afternoon coffee break. Not sure where we're going to go. Let's go this way. It's a good day. Look at that jacket undone. It's already plus 16. That's 62 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's warm. Been a beautiful day. We've got dogs bothering each other there. It's a beautiful day. A little cloudy, which is unusual with it so warm, but it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful outside. We got a lot of construction happening in our alley, so all the cars are out in the front. All the garbage bins are out in the front to be picked up because they can't be picked up in the alley because the alley's closed. Interesting area here. It's noisy and bothersome. Kind of hard for me to get my afternoon naps. And maybe that's what this one is about, is sleep deprivation. Been talking with a lot of people about that. There's a lot of insomnia going on. An awful lot of insomnia going on. And, you know, I've never, I shouldn't say never, a long time ago I had a couple of sleeping pills. And I felt immediately, not only were they very effective, I slept and I felt pretty good in the morning, but I craved them. And that's the thing I don't want, is something that I'm going to crave and need and have to have. So that was a long time ago. See, I used to be that guy that up until I was 28, I was that guy that the moment I hit the pillow, I was asleep. And then I'd wake up in the morning beautifully. Then, when I was 28, during work, I rolled the truck I was driving. I was driving a truck for a living then. And it was a 1-ton. And I rolled it end over end, side over side. It was bad. It was a bad accident with the other person ended up quadriplegic. I broke my neck. I was pulled from the vehicle. Good thing it was a light fracture of the C2, but I was pulled from the vehicle because my vehicle blew up shortly after I got pulled out. That's a long time ago. But ever since then, I was 2 years doing rehabilitation and getting retrained and all that kind of stuff, but they wrote me off as 7% permanently disabled, and that was when I was 28. What ended up happening from that point on, I have always only had maybe 1 or 2 hours of fair sleep, and then I wake because my neck's hurt. Then I move and I find a new position that'll work, and half an hour later I fall asleep again for an hour or two. That's the way it used to be, but I would get some REM sleep. Lately, last couple of years, last 8 to 10 years, since fibro set in too and causes other difficulties, I normally don't get that. Last night I went to bed at 9:30. It was midnight or 1. No, midnight 30. When the last time I looked at the watch that I was still awake. I had not slept an ounce, a minute, until then. So it was about 12:30. At 2:05, my irritable bowel syndrome started in, and from that point, so I got about an hour and a half. And then from that point on, every 20 or 30 minutes, I was in the bathroom. So finally, by 5:30, I just woke. Just got up and said, hell with it. But I usually get up at that time anyway. And slowly, after being up, my body got better. But now here I am, a person who had maybe 2 or 3 hours of sleep altogether, even though I went to bed early. So long and the short of it, this is not just me complaining. This is me saying there are solutions. I do not get overtired, and the reason is I nap at least once a day. So those days that I do those conventions, napping's hard. Napping doesn't happen, and I fall back. And that's where I am right now. I know that I'll lay down in an hour or so, and I'll try and get 2 hours of sleep, and I'll be okay until evening. And then this evening, it'll all repeat itself. One thing I can do, and I do, I love that word, I do it, is a good edible just before bed. Well, an hour and a half to 2 hours before bed. Let it hit you just as you're laying down. Then I can get a good sleep. I just hate wasting the good feeling of an edible. You know, I enjoy it in my system. So I take it at 5 o'clock and I feel it by 7. And I feel it at 7. But by 9, 10 o'clock, it's kind of fading. And it's not going to help me sleep anymore. So maybe I need to change that. What I did, I always take a 100 milligram pill at 5. I'm changing that. I ordered 50 milligram pills. I'll take a 50 at 5. And maybe I'll take the other 50 around 8. And then I go to bed at 10. I should be able to sleep through that 50. Going to give that a try. Well, we've been out on a walk, and this is a longer coffee break. I hope you take a long enough one to watch the whole thing. I hope you enjoy it. Peace and cheers, my friends. Love and harmony.